And I know it's hard to tell, but it is I, the ocean, of the ocean's deep blue. And it is now October. And as far as I'm concerned, it's dress up time. So we're going to be doing some dressing up this month. Okay? And tonight I'm on really late. This has been a heck of a week. Lots gone on. Um, we lost a friend. We had his memorial on. Some other things happened. It's been a lot's going on in my life right now. But the cool thing is, we made it to October. And by some traditions, the end of October is the end of a year. And so it is New Year at the end of the month on Samhain in some traditions. In other traditions, we got a couple months left, 3 months left for New Year. But that is yet to be seen. Um, you can have New Year as many times as you want if it means just flipping the script and having a new way of doing things. Um, it's not, oh gosh, let me just hope I'm not destroying everything on the way. Um, all my stuff here, it just something fell down. Um, so this is the Ocean's Deep Woo, where we do the deepest woo, and where I'm going to be dressing up this month. I do um, some readings, some star language. I'm a shamanic medium. Um, I have discussions about all kinds of subjects that are spiritual and paranormal, metaphysical. We talk about things like cryptids. We talk about things like a ghost and how to deal with spiritual stuff. We talk some conspiracy. Uh, I don't want to call it just, I would call it theories, but it only takes about 6 months before they just become the truth anyway. Why don't we just call it conspiracies or conspiracy research? That would be the ticket. So, oh, hello there, Dexter Morgan and Amy Wallace and KBGT, whoever that is. How are you doing? So, we have a lot going on. We got Three Eye Atlas coming in, and what in the heck is really going on with Three Eye Atlas? Because on the paranormal back channels, we have some people saying that it's a comet, and some people saying it's not a comet, it's a spacecraft. And so, and then we have other people saying that it's going to be an excuse for using that, thing that they've been talking about, using that blue, beam project where they try to tell us that aliens are coming to take over the planet like they haven't already. Okay, so all of that kind of stuff may be coming up. And there's even more. Okay, so we're going to see a lot of weirdness in October. And as I promised, it might be not as fast coming in, not as fast. but it's going to be coming in a little weirder. It's like it's not gonna be as rapid fire as it has been for the last few months, but I think some of the issues are gonna be even bigger that we're gonna be dealing with. And, so let me get on my other device here, my other device, so I can see what you're saying because it's so tiny in my phone that I cannot really say what you're saying. Um, anyway, so let me look. Oh, no, we have an update ready to install. That means it could screw everything up. Um, oh, come on. Okay, just bear with me a minute here. So anyway, we have that going on. We have a lot of people we're going to have, and I'm telling you right now, we're going to have even more strange sightings. I mean, we're going to have sightings of things in the sky. That's happening. It'll happen even more next year. But when I said we're going to have more sightings of things, that happened. I've been at that for a long time saying that, and it has been slowly ramping up. So we're going to get sightings in the sky of things, unusual things. There's going to be more people reporting unusual stuff happening and seeing things. Now, in some cases, this stuff is, I wait a minute, what? Oh, yeah, hide that. Whoever that is. You know what? Whoever, if that's your mouth, you can leave. Okay. I don't need you. Um, yeah, you know what? If you're a troll, I'll just shut you up and then eventually just kick your ass. Just keep scrolling. You can keep trolling. You just need to keep trolling somebody else. I don't have time. Mr. Mission Control. Hello. You're here. I'm over here. Isn't that amazing? Hello. I have a mod now. Oh, now you're in trouble. We have a mod. Ah, so anyway, been here a weekend. I did go to a wonderful Oddmall show, though. I got to go to that. Oddmall is like an art show, a juried art show that it specializes in just weird stuff, and that's my lane, you know. So um I got to go there and they had it at a beautiful garden, so it was a beautiful setting. I would have been there all day if I could have. I would just camp there. I would have just camped there. So, hello, Marianne love. How you doing? I'm so pretty. Oh, okay. Is that how you're doing, Mr. Mission? Uh, okay. And he's saying Fafo. Oh, what the hell is wrong with everybody I love and know? Anyway, okay, I'm so pretty, oh so pretty, oh so pretty and witty and yeah. Do you like it? Is it me? I tried to tease it earlier, but it bit me. Yeah. I see a like a baby bottle there. Maybe what I don't know what that is. Might be a baby bottle. Do you have I bet you got it. I bet you got it. Anyway, the last time you you teased any hair, it got in my mouth. Okay. Oh, you wanna bleach yours, okay. That's cool. Mine is, it's that's a baby bottle emoji, isn't it, by your name, and grapes? It's what it looks like. Looks like you got a baby moth. Well, you wanna explain if you wanna explain, you're allowed. I mean, I don't understand it, but, um, so it's October. We made it through to October. We made it through the summer. What a trip it was too, and oh my god, all of the shit that happened this summer. Um, I can't even I'm still reeling. I'm still trying to get over it. Some of it, it was so fast for a while there. The news changed faster than you could even get anything out, you know? You you would read something and it'd be like, "Oh my gosh," and then you'd read another thing and it would, "Oh my gosh," it's something else. "Oh my gosh." It's like and then as soon as you think you got a handle on something, and, "Oh my gosh," it's something else. It just changed again. That's what it was like all summer, my god. Um, so I just came on because I promised I would, and because, I do have to warn you about a little bit about this month, and I know I'm on really late, so I'm not sure everybody's gonna make it. So, I wanted to be on Monday, but it didn't work out. I had a feeling I wasn't gonna be able to be on Monday, and I wasn't. Um, Tonight was kind of hard to, uh I might have to pick a spot in the daytime because it seems like if I leave it for night, I don't get there. So, it doesn't happen. So, um, it looks like I oh god, yeah, it's too late. It's late. Um, looks like up now I can't say the month. October is gonna be crazy, and but not in the same way the other months were. It's gonna come a little bit slower, it's not gonna be as rapid fire, but when it happens, it's gonna be even weirder than what we've been seeing, is what it looks like. And remember, it is officially fall now, and I've been hearing in my head what, I guess the guy's name was Kim Clement who said it first, but I heard it in my head too. It falls in the fall. There will be things falling in the fall. So something's getting ready to fall in the fall, and we are now in fall. So just be aware of that. Also be aware because of certain planetary alignments and transits and stuff. Um, the fire element is going to be in play this month. So be very, very careful when it comes to anything involving fire because it could be a little out of hand sometimes. We've already got the fire element coming in, people torching things. I had a very strange old song in my head about a carousel burning down. It was really, really old. It was like Todd Rundgren. I don't know if any of you even remember him. He's like, that was like 50 years back song about the carousel burning down, and it sounded like arson in the song. Are we going to see more arson? I think we are. Unfortunately, we've already seen arson starting to happen again, just like it did during the anti, FA riots, the violent group started burning Washington and so on. I think we're going to see more weird stuff like that, but in different places. Um, so watch out. Just on your own, watch out. I had a very strange thing happen at exactly they warned us last week that they were going to be testing the fire alarm, but it was only going to be a test, so don't worry about it. But they didn't tell us exactly when. And I forgot about it, and was taking a shower. And don't you know that sucker went off while I was taking a shower? So for a minute, it was like the worst possible time for the fire alarm to go off, right? But fortunately, I remembered, oh, wait, it's just a test. It's okay. Everything's fine. So nothing to worry about. It's just a test. Eh, of course, Cowboy hid, so I know he's always going to hide whenever that thing goes off. It's loud, and he hides in his cat cave to get away from the noise. So I wasn't worried about him. But the thing that I noticed was it started exactly at 11:11 on the clock. I'm like, what? And it lasted exactly until 11:13. A lot of times these things show up in your life for a reason. Could it be that what I'm getting is there's going to be some kind of event on the 11/11 through the 13th? I don't know, but it could be. And if so, it might be a false alarm. Hey, Kiki, I haven't seen you in ages, babe. How you doing? Oh, well, thank you. Seem like a good grandma, huh? Yeah, I am old enough to be a grandma, I'll admit it. Aw, yeah, I do too, and I have to go too. I'm not looking forward to it. It's never fun. Aw, thanks, Marianne. Me too. Yeah, I totally understand. Um, anyway, hey, Kiki, what do you think of the hair? Oh, you're working on the farm? Cool. What? Your post of the moon. October 10th. Okay. There she is, the hooker. I mean, crotchety crocheter. You want hair like this? I think it cost me $12 on Temu. Okay, so anyway, it's mine though. I paid for it. You like the hair? I kinda like it too. I think I might keep it a little bit. It's dress up month after all. I do kinda like it. Oddly, I it fits my personality better than a lot of things I've seen. This is more my personality type. Kinda reminds me way back in the days of MTV when it was all music. Back when I was a kid, it was like music when I was young. MTV was all music all the time, it was free, and that's all that was on was music videos, and, people look like this. Uh-huh. Oh, Mr. Mission's scared now because Hook came. Hook came. She gets all hot and bothered. Scared of Hook. Well, she's got that hook and all. You gotta watch it, man. When she gets to hooking, she could hook you right into a different dimension. Mhm. You haven't had to watch something in a few weeks either. What? Something going on here between you 2 that I should probably know about? Are you guys okay? Oil time. Okay. Well, we'll just leave it right there then. That's okay, guys. She's a dimensional shifter. Well, she's some kind of shifter. Shifty. You shifty. Okay, so basically, I was saying it looks like we're in for a strange month. Another strange month, like this year hasn't been weird enough. It's not going to be as rapid fire, but it is going to be strange. And you'll probably have some symptoms, some what they call ascension symptoms or um, just strange things. I think really upgrade symptoms because we are getting upgraded again. Our systems are getting upgraded, and so it's something we all need to be aware of. We may have some issues that we don't normally have. I've been getting off and on dizzy as all F, really. So, um, you're identifying as a self-programmed chatbot. Okay. A self-programmed chatbot. You're worrying me. Grounding and lots of fluids, that is correct. You got a neck brace. Why did you have a neck brace? Did something happen, Hook? Oh, you got a neck ache. Mm. Yeah, the vertigo, there's gonna be more symptoms. I hate to tell you. This is what I've been told is look out for more symptoms. And, of course, some things you should if you think you need to see your doctor, you should see your doctor. But, a lot of things are going to change. There are going to be people suddenly coming awake. There are going to also be people who are gonna be leaving. We're gonna have another spate of people just leaving, okay? And there's not much you can do for that. Um, if you have a neck ache, though, uh, you know what? It is good to have a brace or something. Um, but there's also I've seen some very good exercises to put your neck back in shape. Um, because every now and then I get neck weirdness because I'm always if I'm looking down too much, if I sleep weird. Um, mhm. Neck brace does help. Yeah, if you crochet a lot, yeah, you can get that neck stuff. You need to see your psychiatrist, and your psychiatrist said you need to see the doctor, and then the doctor said you need to see okay. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is I'm mm, I barely go to see the doctor. I'm not on hardly any meds except some allergy stuff like Claritin, Flonase. Once in a while, I use that. Inhalers sometimes when things get bad. That's all I'm on. Um, my blood work's always excellent. As long as I don't have a cup of coffee before I go to the doctor, my blood pressure is excellent. But I have done quite a bit of work on myself, like quite a bit of facing my shadows, trying to poison myself less and less. Um, I take a lot of care and to make sure that I'm not poisoning myself with bad food, bad, you know, pharma or um, environmentally, just or brain rot. So it's been hard though. I'm not gonna lie, and not. I've been cutting back the sugar. I've been learning to make a lot of my own stuff. I am I am learning how to do things so I don't have to trust prepackaged shit, basically, which, pre-made stuff, God knows what you're getting. But I mean, there's so many things. Uh, Something tried to seduce you last night. Eh, it tried to seduce you last night. Okay. Um, well, Kiki, yeah, Tiger Balm would help. Tiger Balm does help. Calendula, arnica, um, comfrey oil. I personally love comfrey oil. The effects it smells like nothing. It doesn't feel like anything, but the pain just goes and stuff heals fast. Comfrey oil is great if you can get concentrated enough comfrey oil. And if you can't, let me know and I'll hook you up. But it ain't cheap, but it works really well for healing things up. The other thing I can recommend that I've been trying recently is oh wow, castor oil for various things. You would be surprised how many things castor oil is good for topically. Now, internally, it supposedly too, but topically, it's very good for a lot of things. So, and I've gotten hold of some castor oil, and um, yeah, I've had good results with various things with it. Um, oh, hello, Andrea Hector. How you doing, love? Well, thank you. Yes, I think that's very important, Kiki. Well, you know what? If you have a lot of comfrey, you've got a natural painkiller right there. I am so not kidding. I would be eating that stuff. It's not the best tasting green in the world, but it is very nutritious. Plus, it is a painkiller. Plus, it helps things heal very fast. If you are merely turning it under and using it to keep weeds away, that's one thing. But you know what? I would love to plant a whole bunch of that somewhere. Of course, it is invasive and it plants itself if you can get it started. If I had a yard, though, I would have some in my yard. That stuff is great. My cat used to love that stuff. Here's a funny story, in fact, with cat, because this guy had an older plant and the leaves were like a yard long with the stem and everything. They were like a yard long, I swear. And so my cat wasn't feeling too good. She was older and she loved the comfrey leaves. So I'd rinse them and I'd wash them, I let them dry. And I told her one time, I said, now look, I need these leaves too. So you got to leave me most of the leaves because she would just steal them and eat them. The first time I got hold of it, I was thinking, how am I going to get the cat to eat this? I didn't have any problem at all. She started munching out on that stuff at the stem. I come in and I find this little bit of green tip of a leaf sticking out of her mouth. She'd eaten the whole foot long leaf of comfrey. So I didn't have any problem. That's when I found out she loved the stuff. And so I told her, I said, "Look, I'd just gotten some fresh in." I said, "Leave me some because, I need it too. I want some too. It helps me feel better too." And you know what she did? She ate the stems and the tips, the leaf tips, off of every single one of them. And I looked at her and I said, "Maui, I told you to leave me some." And she looks at me and just as if to say, "I left you the middle part of every single one of them." To her, she did leave me some of every single one. So she this is the way cats think, cat logic. And I'm there, "Well, you're right. That's true. You left me part of every single." So she chewed the stems off of every single one and the tips and left me the middle. So it's oh, I miss her. She was a great cat. Now she's gone on and sometimes she visits. "You're going to bed. You gotta take a hot shower and you're going to bed." "All right, you go ahead and go to bed." And sweet dreams. Yeah, take a nice hot shower and go to bed. Have a nice night. Okay. Love you too. Yeah. Uh, well, yeah, definitely start utilizing the comfrey. That's good stuff. My goodness. I would definitely be using that. Yeah, castor oil is amazing. Um, thank you, Louis. Yeah, I can't stay up late either, but I wanted to come in and say hi to y'all. By the way, who else is here? Let's see if I can get the camera turned without too much trouble. Show you Mr. Mew here. Mr. Wonderful. There he is. Gotta take a look at Mr. Wonderful. And of course, he is happy. I don't know if you can hear how much he's purring, but he is a happy cat. If I just reach over and scratch his chin a little bit and rub his belly, then he's a really happy little kitty. He's doing real good. He gets Purpite every day. He does. He gets rotisserie chicken every single day. And he's happy about it, along with his kibble. He gets grain-free kibble and rotisserie chicken ground real fine. He likes it that way and chilled. It's kind of like kitty cat. You know what? He's been very healthy. I guess he used to have all kinds of problems before I got him. He had bowel problems and different things, uh, threw up and stuff. And honestly, I just changed his food. to grain-free. He cannot tolerate stuff with grain and crap in it. And a lot of cats can't, so if you have that problem with your cat, he has not thrown up, I think maybe twice since I got him 5 years ago. He's maybe thrown up, but he doesn't throw up like cats usually, like I hear him. So, consider it. Not only that, but, if they'll eat comfrey, if you've got a problem with your cat and they will eat comfrey, let them. It won't hurt them. And a lot of cats and dogs actually like comfrey. So, especially cats seem to like it. I don't know what. Just, I'd come in, wash it off, and my cats would just eat that stuff. They'd eat the whole darn leaf, a foot like, it didn't matter if it was a foot long or a yard long, they'd eat the whole daggone thing once they got started. So, but it has a lot of nutrition in it, and I'm sure it made him feel better because it has pain-killing properties. And I know they tell you to, like, plow it under because it nourishes your other plants, and yeah, that's great too, but it's actually really good at nourishing you as well. So, wish I had a bunch of it. Yeah, happy October. Well, you could go for the roots. The leaves are still gonna be good, though. Really, it doesn't matter when you get the leaves. It depends on what you're gonna use them for. I would eat them anyway. I still ate them all the way up till the season ended. I would eat them. I would make stuff out of them. You can make, ointment, cream out of it, that is very, very good at killing pain. Maybe. Yeah, I'd eat some. If I were you, you know what? If you got neck pain, yeah, you can make it just like any greens. You can actually put it in with other better tasting greens because it doesn't taste like much. But if you put it in with other better tasting greens, you may find that a lot of your aches and pains go away. It's extremely nutritious, and it fills in a lot of things that, we don't always get because it has very deep roots. And the roots pull up all kinds of nutrients from the soil from deep. So it's a great plant, wonderful plant. So anyway, hey Lewis. Oh, sound healing session. That's cool. Yeah, you know what? The sound healing sessions are something, aren't they? Kind of amazing. See, I used to play the ocean wave drum a lot. I had an ocean drum, and that was how I got my name. Yeah, my fans named me Ocean because I had the ocean drum, and it had ocean written. It was a big one. It had ocean written on it. I was like, ah, there she is, ocean. So I just kept it. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm probably not going to be on very long. I just wanted to, you felt air coming through the drum. Oh, that's interesting. And yeah, singing bowls are great. Oh, I've got a singing bowl. I'm going to get more. I got a quartz crystal one. I don't use it enough, but I have a quartz crystal one. I love the quartz crystal singing bowls. They have such a pure sound. I'm busy switching over. Speaking of quartz, I just ordered, storageware made of high borosilicate glass, which means it's made with quartz crystal to be much stronger than regular glass, and it's also lighter than a lot of the glassware I've owned in the past, and I'm it's also much safer to store your food in. You're not going to get secondhand plastics, you're not gonna get microplastics. So, I just ordered those and I'm trying to get used to them. 'Em. They're a little different, but, um, your plastic food containers are not that great for you. I would probably prefer not to deal with that at all, but, you do what you gotta do in order to keep your food fresh and stuff these days, but, if you can get a hold of borosilicate glass, it seems like it's working pretty good, like, it's good stuff. It's thinner and lighter than, like, your standard Pyrex. Oh, yeah. There's been times when I've just about fallen asleep during a meditation. So, anyway, um, I just wanted to warn you about I wanted to warn you about things that are coming up, a few things that look to be coming up. I'm seeing that, there's going to be an attempt at another plan, demic, it looks like may have already started because there's some kind of a weird virus going around that's been reported, but of course, we don't buy into the fear. We don't buy into the fear, we're gonna be okay. Um, have a little faith and be careful what you do and where you go, who you hang out with. I'm gonna talk more about this, on another show. I'm also gonna start doing more singing. I'm I'm gonna try and get a hold of one of my other channels and start doing singing where I just sing pretty much and play the drum and do stuff like that. I'll continue to do it here a bit too once I do that, but, now that it's October, I think I need to start branching out. It's just been kind of hectic week. But then again, it's been a hectic week for a while. Seems like it's always a hectic week anymore. There's always a lot going on. Um, see what else. Yeah, look for something to go on. I still think maybe I might have gotten a message when that um fire alarm when the fire alarm went off exactly at 11:11 and stopped at 11:13. Maybe something's gonna happen during that time. If so, it might echo the event, the actual event, which it was just a test of the fire alarm, which means it'll probably look alarming but not be real, whatever it is. My camera's doing weird stuff too. I don't know if you're seeing it, but my camera has got little it looks like there's every now and then, like, there's something between me and the camera, like, over here. That's odd. Like some kind of little cloud or something is going by over here. Weird. I what hello, if it's somebody, hi there. Um, be polite to let me know who you are. No, it's not. You know what? For thousands of years, those of us who were left after these diseases come around, we end up with immunity. And it always has been that way. That's the way things are built. So those of us who survived it last time have a certain amount of immunity now. Not total blanket immunity, perhaps, but actually, I haven't been sick since. I got sick, I got over it, and now it's been years since I've been sick with anything like that, any kind of virus, a cold, anything. I haven't had a cold or anything, and I hope it stays like that. I'm going, "Thank you. Thank you, thank you." Maybe it's not something that maybe, I got some kind of immunity now, and if so, that would be a real blessing. Um, and one of the things I'm doing to keep myself healthy is learning to make a lot of stuff that we rely on pre-made. I'm learning to make it from scratch. I made my own mayonnaise, I'm very proud of that. Um, so, that was like, "Gee, I can make mayonnaise," because I get so upset because we get all of these weird oils in mayonnaise, and they say, "With avocado oil," and then it ends up they have, like, a little tiny bit of avocado oil, but it's mostly canola or some like that. There are no seed oils that are really good for you. No grain let's put it this way, no grain oils that are actually good for you. Most of them are bad, and so, I get high polyphenol. If you get olive oil, you can get high polyphenol olive oil in the form of Mina olive oil off of Amazon. The polyphenols really, really help you. Um, you can read up on it, polyphenols, but the best polyphenol, highest polyphenol amounts are from Morocco olive oil. And Mina is Moroccan olive oil, and it has polyphenol count way up there, like the Dr. Gundry oil that he charges like 40, 45. Mina's less than 20 usually. You can pick it up for half price or less. So, definitely recommend Mina. I'm not getting paid for that, that's just what I use, okay? So, and, um, like I said, since I took my kitty cat off grain anything with grain in it, he doesn't get any grain anymore. His stomach has settled down, and he is no longer in any kind of gastric distress. But if I try and feed him, BS again, he notices. Somebody brings him some kind of crap to eat, and he eats it. I notice because he doesn't respond well anymore. He's used to eating real food now. And if you get used to eating real food, you'll do the same. You'll be there like, "Ew." You'll be your whole body'll be like, "Ew, what did I just eat? Ew." I cannot wait until and I think it's gonna happen. I hope it's gonna happen, where we really get cranking on getting rid of a lot of the bogus stuff that's in our food. And, I sure hope that happens soon. I think there's gonna be a lot of discussion about the stuff in our food. I think a lot of places are going to have to change their ways. Um, but I keep seeing mentions of different places where there's been listeria outbreak. We know how to keep this stuff out of food. Why the heck is it in our food? I am so glad I don't eat that stuff. The kind of stuff they're mentioning, I don't even eat. I make my own stuff from just basic ingredients. I really recommend it these days because it seems like listeria is just in so many products now and other stuff, other weird stuff. Metal shards, wood shards, crazy stuff. Stuff is getting recalled, food is getting recalled for. So glad I've learned to make my own stuff. Um, and I'm learning to make more. I made some of the most wonderful brownies. I'm gonna have to put the recipe on one of my channels for pumpkin fudge brownies. They don't taste a bit like pumpkin. They just taste like real gooey fudge brownies, man, they're good. So, I made really good fudge brownies from scratch, um, pretty much from scratch. So even the gushy stuff like that, the treats and stuff, you should consider making them yourself. Um, heck, I was just thinking I had wonderful beef stroganoff tonight. I made it myself. I don't even know anywhere where I could go where I could get better than what my own cooking is. The only place I ever go is, I go to the one Chinese place that has a Chinese buffet, has lots of seafood. So I, like, eat my weight in seafood when I go to those places. I eat a lot of seafood when I go to those places, and then I don't the rest of the month. I don't eat very much of it, but when I get seafood, I get wild caught. Please get wild caught. You don't wanna know what's in the not in the farmed seafood. This the seafood farming industry is absolutely horrendous. Absolutely the grossest thing you ever heard. So, really, really gross. I mean, what they feed the fish and the shrimp are literally okay, well, the progression is this: hogs will eat anything. So they feed the hogs the offal, the dung of the other animals, among other things, and grain. The hogs are the recipient, and that means whatever they've been feeding the other things, if there's any toxins in there, they're really concentrated. They go into the pigs. Then from the pigs Guess what? Their dung goes into the fish. They feed it to the fish and the shrimp, unless they're wild caught. Highly concentrated toxins. It's the most disgusting practice. So farmed fish, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You gotta get away from this factory stuff. It's really not good. It's concentrated bad stuff. So, sorry I had to tell you about that. So anyway, I'm not on very late tonight. I just wanted to touch base, say, I'm sending everybody good thoughts out there. I'm probably gonna be doing things a little different this month. But I am gonna come in and see you guys, and I miss you when you're not around. Love you. Yeah, I'm only on for an hour this time. That's enough for now, for tonight. I need my rest. I got a lot to do. This is gonna be a big month for me. I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm re-upping on everything, including my lease. We're having probably 2 or 3 different inspections coming up in the next month or so. So, Dolly, I'm so glad you showed up before I went off. I was staying up a little extra to see if any of the late night people would show up. I wanted to come in and hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. Ah, what? Dee looks fantastic. Well, thank you. Dog washing night. Okay. Who's Grisabella from the stage show cat? Oh, huh? Grisabella? I'll have to look up Grisabella. I didn't see the show. Oh, you mean because of the hair? You like the hair? Everybody likes the hair. I like the hair. Maybe I'll just keep it like this. Maybe this is just my new hair look now. What do you think? Should I keep the hair? I'll put it up to a vote. I wanted to have my hair like this when I was younger, but I don't know what happened. Um, actually, I had at one time, I got a bad perm and it didn't look this good. It was just frizzy. And, it was impossible to control at all and, kinda scary. So, and it broke off. It was horrible. So, I spent a long time just trying to get my hair back in shape again. Actually, this would have been one of my preferred styles, though, but I was afraid to do anything like this. I was afraid it'd all break off again. You love the hair, okay. I don't know. What I got one perm and it just really screwed up things. Just really screwed things up for a long time. So I don't know. Oh, my hair is kinky? Well, there you go, that explains it all, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does fit me then, right? Really does seem to fit my personality. Big and beautiful. Okay, well then, everybody so far has liked it. I'm not so sure Lewis does, but everybody else has liked it. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it. I think I'll try see how, the people in the building a lot of them are prudes, they're probably gonna be like, "What the hell?" A lot of them are just so straight-laced. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are lesbian too, but then, you know, I guess you're lucky if you're lesbian because after a certain age, there are a lot more women than men your age. Kinda sad but true. Men are kind of get scarcer because they don't last as long generally. Kinda sad. So I guess if you're older and you're a lesbian, you're probably better off. You have more chance of finding someone to be with than, someone like me. So, I don't know. Oh, really useful. Oh, thank you. It's fancy, okay. What does he know? Yeah, we love you, Louis. You know we love you still. By the way, in the story, you're the bartender, Lou. You're Lou the bartender. You have a really you have a continuing part in the book. You don't talk much, though. As a matter of fact, that's part of your character. Part of your character is Lou doesn't hardly talk to anybody. He just gets you your drink before he's almost like psychic. He just serves you your drink as you're ordering it. Yeah. So he's kind of prescient about serving drinks. So, yeah, there you go. You know what, though? You may be in on some crime. No. Anyway, Dolly, we gotta bring Dolly in. We gotta give Dolly a part. "Hello, Dolly." We'll give you a character in there. Are those something in your shirt meant to tie into your new do? So loving it, those I couldn't read that one word. Flames! Oh, the flames in the shirt. It's like a tie-dye. And yeah, I thought it went really great with the hair. I thought it went with the hair just wonderful. Has sort of a crochet here and then sort of tie-dye flames, yeah. It does look like flames, I thought so too. It's tie-dye. I love it. But yeah, I thought it looked good with the hair, and then I have bracelets that go with it too. I have the black obsidian plus the selenite, and, over here is clear crystal and obsidian. So, yeah, I kinda dressed up real. I even put on some eye stuff. I put on some fancy eye stuff and lipstick. Y'all should be honored. Yeah, I did my eyes up. Well, you know what? It's like you put on this look, and if you don't do your eyes, it looks weird. Like, something wrong here. So I had to do the eyes. Like chest hair gone mad. Chest hair gone wild. No, I just thought yeah, I thought it echoed the hair. I just kinda dressed around the hair tonight. The hair if I ever end up spouting chest hair, that's it, man. I hope it's because I've turned into a Sasquatch inadvertently. What live? There's commercials during my show. What? I'm totally surprised. There's commercials? Or are you talking about a different live? Well, you know how it is though, Louis, I was gonna say. Made you a bartender, a very integral part of the story. He's always there in the background somewhere. It's because you lurk sometimes. You're a lurker sometimes. Mhm. I can match chest to huh? Chest to deeps to okay, I give up. Either it's my eyes or you're typing. I don't know what you're talking about. I tried. Oh, your 20-minute show dragged out for an hour. What show? Oh, just a show you were watching. That's okay. I was on very late. I came in late. It's okay, love. I came in very late. I'm sorry. I need to come in early. I need to find another time of day because by the time I'm trying to get everything done at night, I don't hardly have anything left for the show. And then it ends up being very late by the time I actually can get myself to settle down and put the show on. And then if I get any trouble from my devices, it's no fun at all, really, trying to come in. But I do miss you guys and I love you. And I do have some info from time to time. I'm saying, be careful with fire this month and look out for, I think that the food is gonna be even more dangerous than usual. And it looks like so far I'm right. There's so many food recalls. Please be careful what you're eating. Eat eat as simply as you can, as clean as you can, because honestly, I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. It'll get so bad that people will demand that it is different. That's the only way it's gonna change. It'll get so bad, and then they'll have to change. What, Lewis on crack? I don't think so. I'm teasing you, Dolly. Origami. Little cowboy over here, he's happy to see you, right? He's happy to get a belly rub. He loves you know what? He loves me to do shows, and he likes to park himself here, and he's just thrilled if he gets a belly rub. If he gets a little belly rub, if I just reach over and rub his little belly from time to time, he's such a happy little cat. Let's see if I can show you him again. And say hi to Mr. Cowboy Cake. There he is. Mr. Boy, Mr. Cowboy. He's an old cow cat. Nothing wrong with that. Never rode a horse, but he's got a hat. That's actually my hat. He's a cow cat who's never seen a cow, except for burgers and beef cat chow. Fill his food bowl up when he says meow. Being a little kitty's okay. Oh yeah. Being a little kitty's okay. Mew 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 mew. Mew 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 mew. Yeah, look at him. Little pink nose. He loves to hold my hand like this. He's like, "Mom, don't take the hand away. Pet me some more." I've had to learn to do some things left-handed because he wants this hand. Sometimes he'll grab it between his paws like this, both his little paws. Is he gonna do the nose thing? You gonna do the nose thing? Yep. Here we go. There's his signature move. His signature move is he has to scratch his nose with mom's finger. First time he did that, I'm like, ew. Then I realized, you know, suppose if I didn't have fingers and I had an itchy nose. You got an itchy nose. Your nose is just so itchy. Hmm. Hey, oranges. Did you know? Did you know that back in the time, um, when Yeshua was alive, they didn't even have the letter J, so his name couldn't have possibly have been Jesus? Did you know that? Yeah, yeah. There wouldn't be any Jehovah either. J didn't exist. No, he was either Yeshua or Isis. Anyway, and by the way, I know where I'm going if I die because I already died. So I know where I'm going. You want me to tell you about it sometime? You can listen to my other shows. I do talk about what it's like on the other side because I've been there. So nobody bullshits me about that anymore. The other side is not scary to me whatsoever. I already know what's going to happen. Basically, I'm going to be fine. It was fine last time. No, that's not English. No, Jesus is not English. That is a reference to Zeus. And no Hebrew is going to name their kid after Zeus. Okay, I'm sorry. That is not English. It's in the English translation. But in when we look in other texts, he's known as Isis. He did travel through the Middle East and up even into Tibet. And his name would have been more like Yeshua or Ishwa. And there is actually a historical Yeshua figure in Jewish tradition. So there's some corroboration for him, but there isn't really any Jesus exactly. He went by another name, though. That wouldn't be his name. Anyway, but you can call him that because you know what? He knows what you mean. He's an ascended master. He knows what you mean. So he knows who you're talking about when you say Jesus. So, but just to let you know, no, I've looked at this. Mm. Mm-hmm. Isis or Isa. Yeah. But he is actually the humblest of the ascended masters, as far as I can tell. And I have met him. Literally, you can meet. You can meet Isis. Literally meet him. He's an ascended master. You can meet all the ascended masters. Meditate. You can meet them all. But he's, of course, one of the most popular ones. And he seems to be the kingpin for sure. So, um, you know, what I'm really thinking more like, um, I think it was mostly because he ran afoul of the government. Now, we've already seen what can happen when the people in power decide they don't like you and you've got too much power. We've already witnessed it. Oh, this guy's getting too much power and he won't toe the party line. We're going to have to get rid of him. What do you want to bet? And then if you can get public opinion to believe whatever lies you're telling about the person, they'll do your dirty work for you. And that's what we saw there, I think. Because what harm did he do? He healed people. So, yeah. You can't see or meet Jesus. How do you think you meet him? How do you think you do it? How are you gonna do it? Well, I suppose if he really wanted to, he could come up and tip his hat to you in the physical because ascended masters can do that. They can create a physical body to come to you in. However, usually meditation is how you meet them all. What did he say? Gosh, we've talked about tons of stuff. Literally tons of stuff. I don't even know where to start. First of all, there's a lot of things that and that was, like, way back, a lot of things he straightened out as far as misunderstandings. But mostly he comes in when we're doing a healing on somebody, and we let it be open which masters, and he is, of course, front and center when there's a healing, he wants to be there, and we do call on him. He loves to he also loves, um he seems to really love music. I can see him sometimes at the edge when I'm singing or something, a song, when we have something like that going on, I can kind of see him at the edges, kind of but, he didn't look like the painting you're thinking either. Um, they have a whole different look for him. The Romans did when they in the earlier pictures of him. The picture that you're used to seeing of him was actually Constantine's nephew, they say, so he doesn't really look like a hippie, like some people think he looks like a hippie. He doesn't really, not really. You probably wouldn't even recognize him unless you recognize the vibe. If you recognize the vibration, which is what I was taught to recognize because they can't fake the vibration. They can't fake the frequency. You can fake appearances, you can fake the voice, you can fake all kinds of things. You can even do fake miracles, but you cannot fake the frequency and the vibration of a soul. And so if you can tell those differences, then you can tell what you're talking to or who you're talking to. And if the vibration is wrong, then that's not who it is. It's what my guides have said. You need to learn to know us by the vibration, by the energy signature. Everything else can be faked, but you can feel it. Um, yeah, they said he had a white garment that didn't have a seam. That sounds, honestly, they've tried to say this all different ways, but you know what? The draped garments that they wore in India and Tibet, and those did not have a seam, you know, that they just wrapped around themselves. That was a garment without a seam. There were garments without that didn't look anything like they try and show us on TV or in the movies or whatever. He was probably draped in a long length of material. He probably wore that around because that would have been the simplest thing, and it would have been typical in that day to be dressed like that. So, it's probably what they were talking about. There are a lot of things like that that people, I don't know where they get the idea. They just get all these well, it's because they're thinking in modern terms, they don't know. They're thinking in modern and very limited terms. Turns out God is not limited at all, not one bit. God is not limited. Totally unlimited being. You tell him, cowboy. Mhm. He knows too, don't you? Yeah. See, I happen to be, the church that I'm with currently is Unity Church, and we believe there is only one power, which is God, okay? And then my belief that I add on to that is we all have sparks of God, and we are God having a human experience, but there really is only one power. God is the omnipotent power. And since we have God in us, we have power over any of these other creatures, these miscreants, these miscreations and aberrations that have arisen. Mhm. Yeah. Well, you have a lot to say. Witch doctors. I don't know. Which doctors are you talking? I'm sorry. Witch doctors. Here you go. There. He has something to say. There you go. You've got the floor. You keep wanting to talk. What do you got to say for yourself? Meow? Okay. See, now we put the camera on you and give you your platform, and what do? He's a cat. What do you expect, though? Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Well, what do you need from me? See, he'll have a whole conversation with you. He'll talk to you. He'll talk back. You ask him questions, he'll talk. Yeah, you think you have something to say? You just need love, huh? Or do you need down? Do you need to go down? Do you need to go down, baby? For some reason? What's on your mind? You need to go down? Go on. Go on. Okay, baby. See you later. He probably either wants to eat or he needs to use the kitty. He needs to use the toity. My little baby boy there. Um There's more than one Antichrist at one time. Uh um well, that's a theory I haven't heard before. Yeah, the church did corrupt religion. It really did. It did. It absolutely, the church absolutely corrupted religion, corrupted, well, spirituality. Even if the people are doing their very, hmm, I don't want to be mean, but the people themselves usually are not the problem. Usually the leadership is the problem. And it's like that with Israel too. The people themselves, Not really the problem. It's always that way, if you ask me. A lot of times people are okay. They don't want the bullshit. They just want to live their lives. The people just want to live their lives. They want to have nice lives. They want to have family and kids and relationships and jobs and good food and all of the added extra stupid bullshit is the leadership wanting control and power because God doesn't require all that bullshit. Not at all. Not really. I went to a wonderful place when I had my near death experience, when they call it near death, but I died for a while. They can call it near death, but I was dead for a while. And I went to a good place, even though I wasn't perfect. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect at all. There are no expectations of perfection. None. Okay. And when I help souls cross over that are stuck here on the earth plane, that seems to be the number one thing I have to explain to them because religion has made them afraid to go on. There are souls that are stuck here on the earth plane, not wanting to go on, refusing to move on because they are afraid of what awaits them on the other side. Because they've been told that they're going to go to hell, they're going to have horrible punishments. And this is what many, many of them have given as a reason for not wanting to go on. And when I tell them that I've already died and I can tell them that that is not the way it is, you get to review your life and you get to judge for yourself how that life went. You're there seeing and feeling your life. That's the way everybody describes it. Most everybody, the regression therapists, um, to people who have had near-death experiences, mostly that's the routine, is you end up having the review, although these days we're having the review often in life. A lot of us are having the review while we're still alive. So that's something that Paul noticed too, is that that seems to be happening. And I don't know exactly why that's happening, maybe because some of us are slated to be here longer. I don't know. I know that there've already been several instances where I could have died. I could have just stayed dead. But you do have a choice a lot of times unless you have contracted somehow. But you will get exit points in your life. This is usually what happens. What usually happens is you get various exit points in your life when you can leave. And, depending on what's going on at that time determines whether you're leaving or not. But a lot of times you do get a choice and as far as I can tell, I keep choosing not to, um, have it be over yet. I don't understand everything about this yet, but I know that I had a purpose. So here I am still. And I saw myself die on more than one occasion. And the last time was just before COVID. I saw I foresaw myself dying, and knowing what I know, I mean, when I first saw myself getting in the accident that killed me, I had a dream about it, and it happened just exactly like my dream. There was snow out of a clear sky. In my dream, it was all white, and I had started out that day thinking I'd probably be safe because it was a clear day. It didn't stay clear. The accident that killed me happened in the snow, that's why everything was white. And so I know now. I get warnings. Your impending death is coming up. You have a choice. Are you gonna stay? You're gonna leave. And I knew that if I didn't leave my old place, I was gonna die there because it had the black mold, and then the next thing that came by was we had COVID. And the lady right across from me did end up dying. There were 5 different people from there that ended up dying. So, I know I was right. I know that was accurate because I saw myself being wheeled out on a gurney. Yep, I saw it more than once. I knew that was a repeat. I knew that was a warning. So, but I did manage to get out and I got here, and that was what I was supposed to do. So you gotta listen. When you have stuff like that happen, you gotta listen. You're gonna be okay if you listen. You gotta listen to your guidance. He did text me? Okay, I'll check again. What did you do? Oh, hi, Woo Riders. Yeah. Wow. Let me look again. No, I get my stuff late. You know what? Paul does too. Paul's message, his email even is screwed up. Let me, you know what? Is there a way to check on this? Let me check. Is there a way? Can I check on this device? Okay, I sent you a message and it said it failed. Um, oh, wow. Well, that's nasty. No, it's not giving me an indication. Okay, as soon as I get off of here, I'll look again. I'll look into it. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I just get so tired of this. I get so tired of this bogus stuff. No, no, that isn't it either. No, no. I got your message. I didn't get anything from him. that I can see, but I'll check my phone. Let me get back to where I can read, and my phone's about to go out of battery, so let me unplug from here and plug in here so it'll just go bloop and disappear. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. I looked at everything around the date that we talked. I didn't see it. I'll look again at my email. Was it email or a message, text message? I can maybe look at my email. Wait. Mm, well, I'll look for Rob Khalil. No matches. No. What the heck is going on? I get tired of this kind of thing. Why does everything have to be such a freaking puzzle? Such a freaking puzzle. I will look into it. Derek. Well, at least I didn't get hit as hard as Paul. Paul got all of his accounts screwed with, and all of his emails, everything, all of his accounts, his bank account screwed up and everything. When they hacked him hard. I expected it to happen sometime. You know what? It's terrible. But if you're doing the kind of work we're doing, I know a heck of a lot of people who are interfered with. I've I've been getting my messages late and my mail late and for like years. I don't know. But I will look into it, see if I can figure out what happened. Maybe it just got misshuffled or something. But yeah, there's nothing from Rob in my email. Rob isn't in my email, which I thought he was. It doesn't even make any sense. You don't show everyone pics of your muscles on live stream? Ah, text message. Like I said, I'll double check the text messages. Oh, the girls are driving the bus. Woo-hoo. Louis likes that kind of action. He likes it when the girls drive the bus. Mhm. Hey, Woo, what do you think of the hair? Packing them away, huh? Oh, thank you. Everyone seems to like the hair. I was kinda hesitant, but everybody seems to like this hair. I like it too, for some reason, it just seems to be more me than the tamer looking stuff. It's fits my personality better somehow. Somebody even said, "I look younger." Well, that's enough right there, right? I look younger. The only thing better would be you look thinner. If you look younger and thinner, then you're gonna wear that style forever, right? I got cowboy fur up my nose. Hey, it's all your fault. Yes, mom loves you, though. Mom still loves you. Okay. So, I'm gonna go. It's been almost 2 hours, and I have, kinda put a moratorium. I'm gonna try and keep them around 2 hours because more than that and, I get tired. Couple hours is all I really wanna do. What? What are you talking about? Somebody isn't Oh, fantasies of getting kidnapped by girls. Prince actually he had fantasies of being dominated. He was actually liked his women to be dominant. It was kind of obvious for some of the bits that he did that he liked strong women that were kind of dominating. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just so glad to see you guys, and thanks for coming by. Please tell people about the show, like, share, subscribe. I will try to come in and keep you informed of what we're doing and see what you're doing, see if you need any kind of help, see if you need any kind of blessing or prayer aimed your way. And we can always do that for you, right? We can always help you out that way. And I don't know, sometimes I get transmission. I mostly, when I get transmissions from um, the other side, somebody on the other side, I usually get them live on air. They want witnesses. They want it to be recorded. It's interesting. So I find that very interesting. They don't want it to be a secret at all. So if there is a secret about any of this, it's not them. that's causing it to be secretive. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody else that wants it to be a secret. Think about that. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, love you guys. Remember, you have divine in you. You are divine. That means you can change everything. And like I said, the Unity Church believes there is only God the good, omnipotent. In the end, there's only one. And that being is both good and omnipotent. And everybody else and all the other gods and everything else is just another expression of that one. And oddly enough, a lot of ancient people believe the same thing. They came to the same conclusion. So this is not new. It's just people, I think, misunderstood a lot of things. There's been a lot of big misunderstandings. And a lot are caused by people who wanted to grab power. Like I said, it's not the people, it's the leadership. Okay, love you guys. Truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some here. Have a wonderful day until I'm on again.